So actually being in tune with your body is a very important skill to cultivate, and it's a very useful strategy to have. The question is, how do you do this? How do you cultivate this awareness? How do you cultivate this subtle aspect of your consciousness? Now, some people are just born with it. Some people are just, predisposed to, having a more sensitive nature and being more in tune with their nervous system. Some people are just predisposed to being less in tune. And if you've had any kind of pain or trauma or shock, whether mental, emotional, physical, or spiritual, you have, in most cases, some backtracking to do, because what happens as a reflex is when there's pain in the body, when there's stress and tension, and especially a deep trauma, especially at a young age, the reflex is to just disengage and just numb it out and totally block it out. So in the process of getting back in tune with your body, getting back in tune with your nervous system, things may come up, old memories, old thoughts, old sensations, old sights and smells, and all of these things can come up. And that's just part of the process, and it's totally natural. So how do you actually cultivate this awareness? And, people ask me a lot of times is like, okay, well, I'm supposed to feel this from this, or I don't feel anything when I take this. Is it just me, or is it just the herb, or is it just the practice, or what is it? Now, to interject a little anecdote, when I first started on my journey, on my, evolution, or whatever you want to call it, I was pretty well numb and pretty well out of tune with my nervous system, and I could do things and not really notice the difference. I could try to meditate, not really notice anything, try to do yoga, not really notice anything. Or it's, take an herb or take some kind of supplement and not feel anything and just be kind of like numb. And this is because, if we're coming from a place of very harsh stimulation and very rich stimulation, like a lot of TV, a lot of, artificial tastes in fast food and processed food and sodas and sugars and all of these things, and if we have a drug history, sometimes this can really numb our nervous system, and it raises our threshold of stimulation. So in order for us to get stimulated or feel anything, we need a lot more. So enough, foundation. How do you actually cultivate this awareness? The first step is to actually have the intention and have the desire to do so, and have it on a regular basis. Don't just complain one day and say, oh, I don't feel anything, and forget about it. Okay, notice you have a problem, and then devote a couple minutes every day to focusing on the solution and to dialing in and imprinting the intention into your mind, so that you can, pull in the things that you need to pull in and focus your mind in the ways you need to focus it to put your attention where you need to put it. Because there's a saying that where attention goes, energy flows, and what you pay attention to expands. So obviously, following this train of thought, if we want to get more in tune with our own body and with our own nervous system, we need to turn our attention inwards. Rather than always looking to outside of our, external world and thinking everything is existing outside, we need to reverse that and turn our attention inwards. So the best practices to do this would be any form of sitting meditation or seated meditation, to where you just sit there and close your eyes, whether it's just simple breathing or listening to music or guided meditations or binaural beats or whatever it is, whatever you'll do is great. Start off with 5 or 10 minutes a day, work up to a half an hour a day. It's perfect. 3 to 5 times a week if you can do it, perfect. That's one thing. Second would be yoga or qigong or tai chi or any of these practices that really take the stress off the nervous system and take the stress off the body, relax the muscles, relax the joints, get the circulation moving, get the energy moving. So these practices consistently done on a regular basis will get you more in tune with your nervous system. They will lower your threshold for stimulation. They will cultivate this awareness so you actually, be in your body to feel what's going on. Because the word yoga means to yoke, or it means union. So what this means is yourself, your awareness part of yourself, your consciousness, your psyche, your I, your ego, whatever you want to call it, being anchored in and yoked to your physical body, so that you no longer see the false distinction, the false separation. You see that it's one and the same. So those are things that I did a lot and still practice to cultivate that awareness and to cultivate that acuity. But the point is, you need to have the intention, and you need to turn your attention and your energy and your focus inwards, to focus on your body. focus on your liver, your small intestine, your lungs, your large intestine, your stomach. Learn what these things are, learn what they feel, learn what they do, and just turn your attention inwards. Another good exercise to really build the nerve power and build the nerve growth in the gut is the stomach vacuum, which if you see that, it's in one of my other videos, you can just type that in, or it's called the abdominal lift, or Uddiyana Bandha, or Agni Sara Kriya, it has different names. This is an exercise that will build the nerves and build awareness in the gut so you can actually get more in tune with your digestive system and with your abdominal brain. So that's how you get more in tune with your nervous system. First, you have the intention. Second, you have a little bit of focus, a little bit of discipline, a little bit of commitment and regularity. And third, you have a practice, whether that's seated meditation or whether that's yoga or qigong or tai chi, whatever it is that you'll do. And then as an adjunct, an excellent herb would be something like reishi mushroom or holy basil. Those are two great herbs for cultivating the shin, cultivating the spirit, for helping the nervous system really be balanced, and for helping the awareness and the consciousness to really grow. So, hopefully that's been helpful, and I'll talk to you soon.